Man, Joey Logano was all over him. Here comes Harvick and Keselowski back on the outside, though.
Brendan Gaughan bobbing into the outside lane, coming into the picture. 62 car with a push from Clint Boyer.
Whoa.
Contact there.
They keep him straight for now.
That was Kligerman on the back of Harvick. Gaughan with a run to the outside, now bump to the inside.
Yeah, the bump drafting's getting a lot harder here, and I'm not sure these guys can keep control of these cars like that.
Meanwhile, Earnhardt Jr. and Logano have shot out ahead of the pack. If they get to the white flag before a caution flag, then the race is in its last lap.
Looks like they're going to do that. White flag in the air.
White flag at Daytona. Stenhouse in the mix in the 6 car.
If those front two get side by side, that could open the door for Stenhouse in that 6. He's had a great run all night.
Kyle Busch still bottled up back in traffic. He's 11th.
It's like Logano might be waiting until turn 4. He's getting a run right now.
Stenhouse pushing. Here goes Keselowski.
Got a wreck in the 3. Keep digging. Keep coming.
There is a car in the wall behind them. Here they come to the checkered flag.
You got it, man.
And Earnhardt is going to drive a number 3 car to victory lane at Daytona again. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins.
Well, but damn. Good job, guys. I'll say you again, thanks 88 crew for the pit stop. Tony Jr., I appreciate your work, man. I love winning races with you, buddy.
Incredible.
I don't know if it's you guys, but that's chills
work,
right
TJ.
there.
You did a good job. You guys built a hell of a race car.
The car that got in trouble was Brendan Gaughan,
Appreciate you, Richard.
who has driven around and limped across the finish line.
Kelly.
Wow.
Andy, I know you didn't work on the Wrangler car, but you did work on that 3 with Dale.
It's great to see this. This is something I'm glad just to be up here to witness.
The emotion from Tony Eury Jr. after his car took the checkered flag. Mike?
And Tony Eury Jr. collecting his thoughts right now, wiping a tear from your eye. What does this mean?
Man, you know, we lost everything here, and to come back with that number and do this, that means everything.
Can't follow that up, guys. You can hear the emotion. A very, very special win for everybody involved with the 3 team. Alan?
Well, I'll tell you what. We have all, I think if you followed racing for a long time, you experienced the highs and the lows revolving around this whole story with Dale Earnhardt in Daytona. But I think for Dale Earnhardt Jr. and I think for these fans, they're going to revel in the highs right now.
This is something Junior needed too.
He did, and I'm sure he's taking this time just to kind of collect his thoughts a little bit too. Compose himself. You know, he applied the pressure to himself by wanting to do this, and then went out and took all the energy from everything there and drove this car to victory tonight. Incredible.
Watching the fans' reaction, soaking it all in. Can only guess what's going through his mind right now.
I'm sure there are a lot of things, and you know, if A lot of talk about whether the 3 should be run and shouldn't, and if there was anybody deserving to do it, it was certainly Dale Earnhardt Jr. And his father would be extremely proud in a lot of ways.
He picked the paint job. He told us on NASCAR Countdown earlier that this would probably be the only time he would run this number and not do it again in the future. And he has certainly gotten the most from it tonight. Now going down for the spoiler angle check before he makes his way toward Daytona's victory lane. And all clear, and on he goes. And as I say again, I can only imagine the thoughts that are going through his mind on that cool-down lap. And while he drove around, his crew all waiting for him. And the drive into victory lane for Dale Earnhardt Jr. right now. We'll talk to him and find out what those thoughts are in just a minute. Earnhardt wins at Daytona. Dale Earnhardt Jr. driving into victory lane a moment ago and climbing out of his car, much to the delight of the fans, to celebrate with his crew. After a wild finish at Daytona that saw Earnhardt Jr. hold off the rest of the pack. Now, let's take you back to that last lap and show you the trouble. Brendan Gaughan, 62, Trevor Bayne, 99.
Oh, got clipped just barely by the 99. See, Trevor Bayne gets a lot of damage also.
And that was all behind the leaders up at the head of the pack. The caution flag did not get waved, and the lead pack steamed to the finish line. Junior had enough to hold off Logano, Stenhouse, Keselowski, and all the rest. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won tonight here in Daytona. We go to our Wrangler Victory Circle now and hear from tonight's winner.
So, safe to say you were anxious to get out and celebrate this great victory?
Yeah. I don't know where to start, who to start thanking. Liz is so long. I want to thank Wrangler first off. I told him I wanted to run this paint scheme this year. I didn't, we weren't asking for more money. We just carve off a little bit of what we had in the personal service agreement and we'd make it work. I love working with them. They're such a great company. So I want to thank them. I want to thank, in no uncertain order, Rick Hendricks Motors, the engine program stepped it up for us, and that's what wins races here. So I want to thank those guys. They deserve a lot of credit. I want to thank the fans here tonight. I didn't want to do a burnout, tear the motor up, because we just said we got to learn what we gained on the motor, take it back, and try to figure out how we can make it better, see how the wear was and stuff. But I want to thank the fans for coming out. It was a great crowd. My JR Motorsports teammates and all the guys at the shop, the 88 crew pitted the car for us. So I want to thank them for doing that. Everybody just volunteered for this deal. So I feel lucky. I feel really lucky. I was so worried that I wasn't going to win because nothing but a win, was good enough. Yeah. Well, just for everybody in the world, if you didn't win, it was what a waste of time. Why to do it? So I worked hard to try to win it, and not only for Daddy, I'm proud of him going in the Hall of Fame, and he would be proud of this, I'm sure. And just all these fans. He has so many great fans. Not just mine. This is for his fans. Hope that they enjoyed this. That's it. No more 3 for me. We'll win, and this will be it. That's it.
You drove up by the wall. You looked into the eyes of a lot of them. What'd you see up there?
Oh, I don't know, man. I couldn't see that good. A lot of sweat, and I just...
What'd you feel?
Didn't want to do a burnout because I wanted to tear this motor apart and see what we did, how we improved, and it's emotional, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of, I'm proud to have done what I did with this group. the JR Motorsports group. I'm proud for Richard and Teresa and everybody who was associated. It came together to make this happen, but mainly the fans. I mean, I hope that they really got a lot out of this, and because it was trying emotionally to put it together. I'll quit yapping. You know, y'all go interview the rest of them guys. We're glad. We're happy. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. It was a good race, and I enjoyed it.
We're glad you put the 3 back in victory lane. I know a lot of people are, Dale. And as we look back up here, I think Doc is caught up with Richard Childress right over there. Let me just ask you real quick.
Sure.
When you gave him a hug, what was that like with Richard?
Well, he just said that Daddy would be happy, real happy. And who would know better than him? I feel the same way, but I never knew what I was going to get with Daddy sometimes. But he was a loose cannon. But Richard and him were great buds, and you know, I don't know how this happened. You know, we didn't have the best car early in the race. The 20 car had to run on the back straightaway. I thought the race was over. The 6, he ducked out to try to look, and the 6 didn't go, so he pulled it back in. Who knows what would have happened there, but these things are a lottery, and I just feel real lucky to have won the race and the whole package with the car and team and Richard and everybody else. Just real emotional, but I'm glad for him. Here, I want everybody just to be happy. You know what I mean? That's all I want.
I think they will be, because you have a heavy right foot and big shoulders to do this, Junior.
Thank you.
Let's go to Doc.
Just a few feet away from where Dale Jr. is celebrating Richard. So many wonderful memories. So what does it mean to you now to see that 3 car back in victory lane?
Well, it's really special. You know, I know how much has been put into this by Dale Jr., Kelly, their whole race team. And when Kelly came to us and put it together, I thought it was a great tribute to Dale. To see Dale Jr. here in Winter Circle tonight, the look on his face brought back many memories of when I saw the Dale Sr. here.
Talk about the memories. I didn't think I'd ever see you with the black 3, blaring a hat with a black 3 on it. You said 10 years ago you probably would not have a 3 car on the racetrack again. You brought it tonight, and what did you think when you saw that car go to the top of the board like the old days?
Well, when you see the 3 up on the board at Daytona, it brought back a lot of memories. Dale Jr. ran the 3 for us here in 2002 and won the race here, and here he is tonight, won another race, so it's special.
Would you consider running it again or down the road in the future? I mean, it was such a special night for the fans who enjoyed it so much, and obviously it brings back some success for RCR, Teresa Earnhardt, and Dale Jr.
No, we don't have no plans on running it. My grandsons run it. Both of them run it. One runs it in the truck and the other one in the K&N series, but we don't have any plans of bringing it back anymore.
Dale Jr., when asked a moment ago, said you told him when he came into victory lane his daddy would be very, very proud of him tonight. Obviously, I know Dale looking down. If he were here, what do you think Dale Sr. would say right now?
He'd be very proud. He's very proud of his whole family and everything they've accomplished, and a lot more wins in there for Dale Jr.
Richard Childress, championships, wins at Daytona. He was a part of this whole process along with Teresa Earnhardt, Kelly Earnhardt, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Bringing back some wonderful memories, Alan, and bringing back the colors and the victory for Earnhardt here at Daytona.
Brings back good memories.
A great night here at Daytona, Doc. You heard Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s words a minute ago. Winning was everything tonight. And he got to the